Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Battle of the Bangers. I'm your host. My name is Tyler, and once again, I am joined by the boys. We've got Kyle.
Hello!
And we've got Brennan.
What's going on, folks?
You weren't expecting me to go reverse order in the intros this time, were you?
No, not at all.
Keeping things fresh and interesting. Because, man, you know what hasn't been fresh and interesting? This fucking bracket. We've been talking about the battle of the least streamed Dance Gavin Dance songs, and so many of these matchups have just been so one-sided that there's no reason to even be talking about these. Today, slightly less one-sided, I think. There's at least merit to both songs. So today we're talking about Night Sway versus Slouch. I would say that I like both of these songs. I really would.
Yeah.
I don't know what the general consensus is on Night Sway, like in the public's eye. Apparently not amazing, because it is the least streamed song on the album, which is why it's here.
Which is unfortunate, honestly.
But so is Slouch, which makes no sense to me. But, you know, we're talking about them today. We're going to see who moves on to the final to take on Lost. And I have my thoughts, but I'm going to keep them for the end if I need to be the tiebreaker. Brennan. Actually, you know what? Kyle. Because I know what you're going to pick. So, Kyle, I want you to go first.
All right.
Because I think you're probably almost definitely going to go one way.
Cool. So I I think that both like contrasting what I said in the last episode, where you look at the two songs, you should think one of these songs is better. In this one, you look at the title of this, Slouch versus Night Sway. On paper, this is probably a more like, wonder what they'll pick. You know, like there's probably like maybe they'll pick one, but like we'll see. This could be interesting. I think it is more interesting. I think this is one of like the very few times in this bracket where both contenders showed up, they both threw punches, and one just won by a pretty large margin. But at least they showed up. That's pretty cool. I think both these songs, objectively, are pretty good. You know, I think one's better, but I think they're both good, and I appreciate that. Night Sway, on that side of, you know, the duel, I think has some cool moments. I honestly think it's kind of a cool comparison because I think that both of them have like more aggressive moments to them. I just think one of them kind of like we said before, has like a better like feel of that pulse, knows when to give, when to take, dance around, and that's going to be Slouch for me. I think Slouch just kind of does what Nice Way does, but like way better, and also adds a little bit more variety to it. Has some more vocal parts that I personally enjoy more. I could see a competition and like an argument made where both the vocals are pretty synonymous in some ways between Slouch and Night Sway, but in my mind, I think Slouch just kind of fucking edges it out for me. Don't know what else there really is to say about this one. I think fair fight, absolutely fair fight. I respect Night Sway. I no disrespect here, you know. I've learned from my past shitting on Night Sway ways, and I appreciate it now. But Slouch, it gets my vote. Slouch is a pretty tasty track that deserves to be listened to more. Please, listen to it more.
Yes.
I'm going to be kind today. I'm not going to... We've been really mean for a lot of this
change of pace. Brandon,
we've been mean.
Are you also going to be nice?
Well, so last week was, so to put this in boxing terms, last week was a Mike Tyson knockout within 30 seconds. And even that seemed like too long a time. This is a knockout in the third round. Like, one song definitely got some punches in, you know, did some decent work. But at the end of the day, just gets overmatched. And while not nearly as bad as last week's, still not the best. I feel like Night Sway, it definitely has its moments. It definitely has parts where it's like instrumentally intricate, and, you know, Will Swan does have like his little flair that he throws in from time to time. But Slouch is a whole other beast. Slouch, you know, it's very high energy. As I said the last time we were talking about this song, it has its finger like right on the pulse. It knows when to give you more. It knows when to like break it down and let John Mesh just fucking go ham. It knows when to like pull back a little bit and like kind of let the song like do its own thing. I mean, it's a mismatch, but not as gross as previous ones in this season. But I got to give it to Slouch. Slouch is an absolute banger, and I can't really see why it's the lowest streamed song on its album, but I can see why Night Sway is the lowest streamed on its album. So, yeah, Slouch.
Yeah. One might say, Slouch ain't no slouch. Am I right? Who? Don't patronize me, Kyle. Shut the fuck up.
I tried. I'm sorry. I tried. I tried. Give you some support at all.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I agree. Slouch wins. I do enjoy Night Sway. Like I said in the past episode, I think that we shit on Night Sway a little more than it deserved. If we were to redo the Afterburner ranking, I think it would make it a little bit higher if we were to re-rank it, because it was like dead last when we did that, and I don't agree with that anymore. No. But as far as these two songs go, I mean, like, Night Sway is still a low-tier song on the album it's on. Slouch is, in my opinion, a decently high-tier song on the album it's on. It's just... neither song is bad, but there is a clear and decisive winner, and it's Slouch. And Slouch is moving on. So...
Hell yeah.
Man, I'm glad these matches are over so we can get to the final, which I actually will have trouble deciding on.
Yeah,
because
same.
We are left with two songs that are both objectively really good and have a lot of really, really good elements to them, a lot of complexity. It's going to be a much more enjoyable time, I think, to debate Lost versus Slouch. And man, it has been a slog to get here, but we have made it. There's a lot of like limp dead bodies.
I think we've been a little harsh on this bracket though, because I definitely think we had moments. We had, especially those preliminaries, we had moments where we had back and forth between Soft Trepidation Demo Team.
That's fair.
Fucking the other one that we had that was close. Like there were moments.
Swan Soup and Night Sway.
Yeah, it was what it was. It was what it was. I think we're being a little too harsh in this bracket. I think there have been nice moments. And this was a kinder moment, but we're about to have a lot of fun. So I'm excited that we're finally here.
Next week's going to be lit.
So I feel like this episode was only like 5 minutes long. I don't know, but it's over now. So if you would like to be notified when the finale comes out with an actual interesting matchup, please subscribe to the Talks About Boys if you have not done so already, and ringle-dingle the bell so that you get notified when the season finale drops. Also, please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, because it really does help out a ton. And make sure you comment below on who you think would win this matchup. Also, leave your comment below on who you predict will win the next matchup. And leave a comment below on what you think maybe we should do for future seasons of Battle of the Bangers.
Yeah.
This suggestion didn't pan out as great as we had hoped. But still, it was still a good idea. And that's kind of our fault because we kind of fucked up the formula a little bit. But that's,
Yeah. I think if anything, it's on us. So.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it is on us. I'm not gonna say the person who came up with this idea is at fault. It is definitely our fault for doing it the way we did it.
Hey.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. We have been the Talks a Lot Boys, and we will talk a whole lot more next time. Peace out.